review. In today's review I shall be looking at the Stealth Cyberman and 6th Doctor 2-pack from Attack of the Cybermen, which is the latest in Underground Toys and Forbidden Planet's exclusives to the Classics line. So this set is basically a repaint of an Earthshock Cyberman with the re-released 6th Doctor from Wave 1 of the Classics with a new accessory, which is the tracking device. So let me just look at the Stealth Cyberman, as it's been named. It's actually a Cyber Scout. The Cyber Lieutenant actually calls it a Cyber Scout in the story, but for some reason they've decided to call it a Stealth Cyberman. Now, when I initially saw the pictures of this figure, I was disappointed, and I thought, it's quite a waste for £25. Having it in hand, it's actually not a bad little repaint. Unfortunately, they have just reused the Earthshock Cyberman and just painted it black, which means things like the boots are incorrect. But I can sort of live with that, and things to the gun haven't changed, but you know, that's not so bad. So really all they have done is painted over the silver in a matte black, and you can still see some of the silver seeping through the gloves and on the overalls and things, which is exactly like it was on TV. The chest unit and things, if I just move his gun out of the way, the chest unit and the helmet have also been painted in a matte black. The chest unit is good because it actually has covered quite well. For some reason, they've left the section of this section of the chest unit transparent when that should have been painted black. But on the head generally you have a nice coating, but on the handles you do have some of that silver seeping through. And even a bit on the back of the head, you can see one of the screws, the silver is quite prominent, and a little bit there. That's a bit of a shame, really, because it should just be completely matte black. Another problem with this is that they've left the chin guard transparent, which by this point they were opaque, and it should be black. And they've also left the chin silver underneath. So I'm not sure why they didn't paint the actual human chin black underneath, or, to be honest, why they just didn't mould the chin pieces, the chin guards, in a black plastic. Might have been to do with money costs or whatever. But it's a bit of a shame, because you do lose some of that accuracy. It really sort of depends on what sort of light the figure is catching, because sometimes it looks quite obvious, and in other lighting conditions it doesn't look too bad. And the gun is the Earthshock gun. They haven't added the circular bits to it like the attack guns had, and it is in the correct sort of copper orangey colour. I'm not quite sure why the BBC decided that would be a good colour for a Cyberman that's meant to be hiding in the shadows, but there we go. But I mean, to be honest, you could easily buy yourself another Earthshock Cyberman for a tenner or whatever the price they sort of go for in shops, and you could easily just get yourself a pot of black model paint and paint it up yourself, and actually do a better job covering up the transparent sections, and maybe just sort of doing a wash over the overalls. But yeah, it's quite nice, it's quite good, and I think the Cybermen do look quite cool just in the full black. The 6th Doctor figure is exactly the same as the Wave 1 release, save for a few new variations on the coat. Sort of paint applications are slightly different, and of course he has a new accessory. So as opposed to the Sonic Lance, which would have really made more sense to come with this set because of the Cyberman, which he actually sticks into, this really would have made more sense to come with the Wave 1 release. And it's just the tracking device that you see in part 1. And it actually is quite an accurate sculpt. You may not be able to see some of the little buttons and things on the side. I think one of them should be silver, the one in the middle. And the display thing, that's all very nice. So the accessories, pretty good to use in animations and things. But the Sixth Doctor himself is, like I said, really not that different from the initial release. The lapel here is a lot darker, a darker yellow, and the pink isn't as bright. Unfortunately, this figure also does have a bit of bleed on some of the patterns. As you can see, got some of the black lines seeping into the green sections and onto the collar at the top of his coat, onto the lapels and things. It still has the dirty wash that they removed on the Terror the Vervoids version of the coat. Unfortunately, they still haven't added in the white sections of the shirt, but overall it is the same figure. The sculpt is still very good. Might be slightly more refined from the paint applications. Overall, the applications on the face are very good. And it does seem that the head is now a plug as opposed to being on a peg, because the Wave 1 version, the head was easily removable. This one can't seem to shift it. So, not sure why they've changed it. To be honest, for £25, I would say if you've already got the Sixth Doctor, skip this set. It's a nice set. If you haven't got the Sixth Doctor from Wave 1, I know many people didn't get it because it was only one per case in that first wave, so it does go for quite a lot, singularly carded, on eBay. But in all honesty, if you have got the Sixth Doctor, you may just as well pass on this set. Buy yourself another Earthshock Cyberman, get yourself a pot of Humbrol paint or Citadel Miniatures paint, matte black, and just give it a coat of that, and you'll have the same desired effect, and you can make it even more screen accurate than the actual release. Then again, if you weren't able to get the Sixth Doctor, then yeah, I would suggest trying to get it for that, because it goes for quite a lot on eBay as it is, and you're going to get an extra figure as well. So it's a difficult one if you already have the Sixth Doctor. So thanks for watching this review, guys. My next review is going to be something slightly different. I'm going to review the Third Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver that was recently released. My next sort of proper review will be the Revenge of the Cybermen 3-pack of the two Cybermen, the Cyber Leader and the Cybermat. And that should be out sometime in November, but who knows, we may see some other releases between now and then. So, thanks for watching this review, guys, and I shall see you in my next review.